right? So why should it be a one-line message? I am very intelligent. I've done so much research. I spent 40 hours researching on this topic. Why should it just be like a one-line statement? The message, the core message.
Easily reachable.
Easily reachable.
Easily remember.
Okay, recall value is high, 1. And too much information. Don't you think the audience will get confused?
Yeah.
Isn't it overwhelming for the audience? Hey, I liked what he said. I liked what she did. I did everything, but I don't remember anything. What's the point? It serves no purpose. Right? So like I mentioned earlier, the hallmark of a good speaker is to understand the pulse of the audience and to cater accordingly. Right? So when you understand that too much information is being given, you should know you need to prioritize what needs to be stated and what could be let go of. So first is know your audience. The second is know your topic. What is the topic? Now, if you go and talk about taxation, GST, etc., to second standard students, are they ripe enough for a message of that that gravity? Will they be able to understand, process what you're trying to say? GST, TDS, all of that. ROI, known, right? So that's why we need to select a topic based on the audience. That's why it's so important for us to know our audience. And suitably, we select a message, an idea, a topic. So you're aware of this. You know your topic, you know your audience, you know your topic. What is the next step?
How you start?
Yes, Himashri?
How you start?
How you start?
Yeah.
So are we missing a step before that?
The duration of the the window period that you're given, right?
Okay.
For the speech.
Okay, so the window period or the venue, your attire, all this is the preparation you need to do prior to you going and actually delivering the presentation.
Content.
So when somebody comes and asks you, Junaid, could you please deliver this so-and-so presentation in our organization? Where is the organization? Who will be? What is the time period? This is all the basic check you need to do with the person who's organizing the event. But I'm coming to presentations.
Okay.
Know your audience, know your topic, then we've all somewhere in our life we've delivered, right? We've delivered. And whatever I'm saying is not confined just to Toastmasters. It's in our day-to-day conversations, our presentations in the office space, and it could also be in Toastmasters. We do this on a daily basis.
A content style or a description, what you are going to present.
Okay, content style. Yes, Prathamesh, feel free to unmute. Don't be so polite and all.
It's environment, like how is the audience likely to react to what I am going to say. So sometimes it is formal, so it is I have to deliver in a formal way. Sometimes it's casual, so I have to deliver the presentation in a casual way. Sometimes it's so that's.
Yeah, sometimes it's semi-formal, so then you'll have to adopt a more semi-formal stance. But that will be covered in knowing your audience. You've gauged your audience in step number 1. That you've done. Second is to know your topic. And the third would be the structure. Every conversation, presentation, speech, story, table topics, prepared speeches, evaluation, every conversation needs to have a structure. Right? Would it make sense to you if I said, last night I boarded a train to Hubli. This morning I had idli for breakfast. Tonight I'm going to have pizza, and after that I'm going for a movie. And on next Sunday, I am going to the United States of America. Does this make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. Why? Because there is no logical sequence to it. As standalone statements, they make a lot of meaning. They convey a message. However, when I state this all together, it's not like a conversation. This female is confused and she's confusing us also. So every conversation, every pitch, every deal that you're going to crack, the conversations that you have with your clients needs to have a structure. This is going to be my opening body conclusion, right? And you cannot waver. You cannot waver with the structure. This is a timeless formula. So for the structure, it's a very common acronym, OBC, opening body conclusion. This is a timeless formula. Everybody follows it. From our simple day-to-day conversations to simple speeches to the most sophisticated of speeches. This is the formula that's being adopted by everyone. Even the world champions of public speaking adopt this formula. We've been also doing this, consciously or unconsciously, in our essays, compositions, in our schools, colleges, we've been doing this. And opening a body, a conclusion. So simple. Now, how should the opening of a speech or presentation be? How should it be? Subhara?
Welcoming to the audience.
Welcoming, and how does
It should
and
be
what-
impactful.
impactful, welcoming, impactful, and what does that entail? Like, how do we go about doing it? Yes, it should be welcoming, inviting. How do we go about it? The tools to welcome, to invite. Junaid, you're on mute. I mean, you need to unmute if you're
Yeah,
sick.
I'm so sorry. I'm saying we can start with a quotation,
Okay.
and then you know, I mean, put a point forward as to, I mean, see, whatever is this topic or objective, we always have a catchphrase, right, which we can use, and then probably welcome the audience. I mean, different speaker have different styles of doing it.
Okay, so Junaid would use a quotation, right? Any other answers? How would you start? We've all delivered speeches, yeah, somewhere or the other.
It could be humor. It
Introduction.
Okay, humor. Durga says
Questioning.
joke, yeah. Yeah.
Questioning.
Questioning, involving the audience, roping them into your speech by asking them questions, audience engagement.
Taking them into a storytelling journey.
Okay, we don't have, yeah, taking them to a storytelling journey. Again, you'll need an introduction for that. But if you're going to use a story, use something called as an anecdote. What is an anecdote? It's a small story because we don't have time for a story, right? We could use something called as visual exhibits, which are props. You could have role play, dialogues, something that captures the attention of the audience. They need to feel enthralled. And once they are captivated, and to ensure that they are hooked to your speech. Ladies and gentlemen, within the first 30 seconds of your speech, the audience decides whether they want to listen to you or to mentally tune off. They'll be physically present, but they will not be listening to you. And that's highly undesirable for any speaker when the audience is not listening to what you're saying. Right? So captivate. Now, Durga said humor. Please indulge in self-deprecating humor. What is self-deprecating humor? Where the joke is on you. Like, for example, if Tulika said Sonal is fat as a joke, I would feel really offended. I'm like, hey, how can you talk like this? Right? So we have no right to offend people. So please indulge in self-deprecating jokes. I, as Sonal, said, yeah, I'm fat. What to do? So you can laugh at it because I'm indulgent, self-deprecating humor. So that's how you begin. How many of us here have watched Mohammad Katani's World Champion of Public Speaking 2015 speech, winning speech? None of you? Only Subara. So what this man does is he goes on the world stage. He has defeated close to 30,000 other contestants world over. Okay, and he's reached the final stage where there are 10 contestants. He goes on stage. He puts his hand in his pocket and pulls out a cigarette. He pulls out a cigarette on the world stage. The world is watching him. He puts the cigarette in his mouth, lights a lighter, and almost lights the cigarette. And the crowd gasps. Now, what is he doing? Does he even understand the gravity of the situation? Is he out of his mind? But that's his way of capturing the attention of the audience. Right? That was his way. So he used a visual exhibit, the cigarette, the lighter, those were visual exhibits. You could use charts. You could use PowerPoint presentations. Some people start singing. Some people dress differently. right? So these are things that you can consider. So capture the attention of the audience and ensure that they are hooked to the rest of your speech. Now, once you are done with the introduction, now having said this, please do not indulge in frivolous theatrics just to capture the attention of the audience. Whatever you are doing in the introduction of your speech should have a relevance to the rest of your speech. Otherwise, you will come across as a speaker who lacks credibility. Sonal will come, she'll do some drama, it'll be entertaining, it'll evoke few laughs, and they'll go. There's no message, there's no substance. She commands no credibility as a speaker. And again, as speakers, credibility is something that we don't want to compromise with, right? Yeah, so that's something that we need to take care of. Once we have done with the introduction of your speech, then how do we transition to the body? O is done. B. Assuming it is a Toastmasters 5 to 7 minute speech, please have not more than 3 points in the body of your speech. Okay, and these 3 points must bring out the same central message of your speech. All right. So if you're talking about physical fitness, please ensure all 3 points bring out the importance of physical fitness. One can't be about financial literacy, one can't be about smoking, one can't be about physical fitness. All 3 must bring out the same message, and that message will stand out. So not more than 3 points in the body of your speech. And then again, you transition to the conclusion. How should the conclusion of a speech be?
Either it could be positive side or negative side, depending upon the message what you're going to in a single line.
It
To
should
summarize it.
Yeah, it should be summary, it should be reiteration, it needs to be clear, crisp, concise. The audience should not be confused. Hey, what is she trying to say? What is she trying to say? The audience must not be left confused. The message, it must be memorable. The audience must be able to recall what you said. They may not remember everything the speaker said, but that last message must be entrenched in the minds of the audience. Right? So that's something that we need to take care of. Make the conclusion very memorable for the audience, because what comes in the end is what lasts with the audience. The audience remember the last words the speaker spelled out. So let's add some emphasis. Let's be a little enthusiastic while delivering our key message in the conclusion. More often than not, people exude so much energy in the beginning of their presentation. By the end, they're drained out. But the punch comes only in the end, right? Mr. CEO, this is why we shouldn't lay off our 25 employees. By then, you're already drained out. So that's something that you can take care of. So we'll quickly recap. What is the first thing that you all will do when you all are asked to present?
Know your audience.
Okay, once we know our audience, what is the next thing we'll do?
Know your topic.
Know your topic. Then
Self-deprecating joke.
structure. And what does the
Yes.
structure entail?
OBC.
OBC, that is opening, body, and conclusion.
Conclusion.
Now, a speech is, I'll quickly run through this because of the paucity of time. A speech is a performance. It's not just about content, right? Content is one part of the speech. How you deliver it is another part. When you put these two components together, only will you have a performance, a speech. Otherwise, it's just a piece of prose, right? So for that, we have 2 ingredients. In delivery, we have two tools, 2 ingredients. One is voice modulation or vocal variety, and the other is body language. Now, what is voice modulation? For voice modulation, I will give you all an acronym, VP3, where V is the volume, how high you speak, how low you speak. Yeah? So I'm like, Subhana, what did you do? What does that suggest?
You're angry with Subhanu.
I'm angry with him.
Yes.
Just by changing my voice, just by
Yes.
lowering it or raising it, I'm angry. Now, if I had to go and tell my neighbor that her husband met with an accident, and if I spoke in the same tone, would it be appropriate?
No.
Highly
No.
inappropriate, right?
No. Yeah.
Yes. So that's where volume needs to be taken care of. When you're conveying something that has, very deep meaning, go slow. When you're angry, start screaming. Not screaming, but a little more high on energy and volume. That's That's V. P3. The first P is the pitch. Pitch is also known as the intonation. Now, if I turn off my video and I played the voices of two cartoon characters, would you be able to decipher between Mickey Mouse and a Donald Duck? Just by listening to their voice. They're both speaking in the same volume. By listening to their voice, are you able to demarcate between the both two characters?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm Sonal. I have a husky voice. Now, if I'm playing the role of my mother, even she can't have a husky voice. I'm playing the role of my father. Even he can't have my voice. So I'll have to use different voices. Sonal's mother will be a little more feminine. Sonal will sound like me. My father will sound like a more authoritarian person, right? And how do we bring out the distinctions between the voices of various characters? By varying the pitch. Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, they speak in the same volume, but they will vary their pitch. And that's how you distinguish between Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. That's pitch. The next P is the pace, right? Now, if I went and I was like, Durga, please, Durga, give me. Now, what does that suggest?
You're pestering. Yeah,
I'm desperate or I'm in urgent need of something, right?
Correct.
It suggests urgency. Hey, this lady wants something, let's just give it to her. Pace. That is like, I need something urgently. Now, if I have to break, if my neighbor's husband died, I can't go talk like this. I'll have to pace it down. I'll have to be like, auntie, and then she knows some bad news is coming. If I talk like this, auntie, uncle died, you can't talk like that. It's highly inappropriate. You're not being true to your character, right? So that is pace. You can't say Usain Bolt is running the fastest race of his life. Imagine if the commentator spoke like this. He's Usain Bolt, for God's sake. Display some more enthusiasm. Right? So we say Usain Bolt is running the fastest race of his life. Difference? Yes.
Yes.
So their pace comes into picture. And the final P is the pause. Silence is golden. It conveys more than words. So whenever you're trying to emphasize something, before the key message is delivered, pause. It adds more weightage. Whatever comes after the pause is given more weightage. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't act now, we will all die of thirst. I paused, right? Mr. CEO, if you lay off these 25 people, our company will shut down. I paused. Pause, it breaks the monotony of the speech. It hooks the audience further to your speech. It adds emphasis to the key message of your speech. So it serves many purposes. Pause. Sometimes you ask questions. After asking questions, don't immediately rush to the next part of your speech. Pause. Give the audience some time to answer your questions. You may also ask rhetorical questions. Now, what are rhetorical questions? Rhetorical questions are you just want the audience to think about the question. You don't really want an answer from them. Right? Even then, pause. Provoke them to think. Give them some time to think. Pause. And it also, some people like me, we speak really fast. Pause. Breathe. It breaks the monotony. If I keep talking like this, people won't get it. Pause. Give them some time to comprehend what you're saying. Give it some time to digest. So that's where pause is used. So what is the acronym for voice modulation?
Voice.
VP3.
Pitch.
VP3.
VP3. V is
Pace
the
and pause. Pitch.
V is the
Pitch. First, V is the
Voice.
voice
Pitch,
modulation.
pace,
V
and
is,
pause.
V is the volume. How
Volume,
high?
okay. Yes.
I said, no,
volume.
Supara, what did you do? That is the volume.
Yes.
Volume. V is the volume. First P is the
Pitch.
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 Next is the pace.
Pace.
Third one is the pause.
Pause. Are we all clear about this?
Exactly.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And
Yeah.
I'm seeing the red card, but I'll quickly finish body language. Okay. Now, body language. Too much body language. Have you seen some people? I had this one boss who used to talk like this. Hey, you know what? You know what happened? That person did this, right? Right? Have you come across people like that? You know what? That guy did. Have you come across people like this? All of us have come across.
Yes,
And
yes.
how does it feel while talking to them? Vivek, have you come across such people?
Yes.
Yes. And how does it feel while talking to them?
Irritative.
Okay, thank God he said irritated. It's annoying. Yeah, yes, Durga. You're president, yeah? You can unmute.
I mean, if I come across somebody like this, the first thing I would like to, I mean, what I feel is I should make him, calm him down.
That's their nature, yeah. What can you do? You can't
But
change
you
them.
can't do that if it's a top-down thing, right? So
Yeah. I had a boss, yes.
Correct.
Yeah. So he kept doing this, and I was like, oh God. He was making some profound statements. I wanted to listen to it. But this body gestures were so irritating and annoying that I could not pay attention to what he was saying. Right? So what was that? Too much body language, irritating. It's jarring. Some of the contest speeches are like that. They're very irritating. They're just jumping, screaming. So that's irritating, right? I studied in a very prestigious engineering college in Bangalore. So there was this one lecturer we had. He would stand on this particular side of the stage. He would stand like this. He would stand, he would just hold his hands like this. He would just and stand like this and deliver the lecture for 1 hour. Standing in the same place, almost like an attention for 1 hour. Have you all had such lecturers?
Yes.
Oh, you'll have had such lecturers. Oh, sad for all of us. We're all sailing in the same boat. It's been, it's quite unfortunate that we had to deal with such people. And how does it feel to deal with such people? Listen, 1 hour we had to listen to them.
It
1
is
hour.
at times very boring.
At times, for me, it was always boring. No voice modulation, nothing. Body language, zero.
If the topic is interesting, like if the subject is interesting, then you don't feel that bored. But otherwise, suppose if it's a history or a geography teacher, then you're gone.
He used to stand like this for 1 hour.
Even if the subject
Yes, Tulika.
even if the subject is also I would say that even if the subject is also interesting, but sometimes this kind of body language actually makes people sleep in the meetings and
It's just very
classes.
putting off. Yeah, it just puts you off. Yeah. So too much body language, ladies and gentlemen, annoying, irritating, jarring. Okay, it hurts the eye. It really hurts the eye. Too much body language. No body language, again it hurts the eye. Oh God. And we have to deal with people for 1 hour. Too much body language, annoying. No body language, annoying. So you'll have to strike the right balance. Right? And how do you strike the right balance? By internalizing your speech and not memorizing your speech. And what do you mean by memorizing? We used to learn these poems in school and colleges, no? By heart. By heart them. My mother used to beat me if I get one word wrong. By heart them. And if you by chance forget a word, your poem is gone, right?
You're lost. You're completely lost.
Completely lost. And then you look up, your friends start laughing at you. Some people will start crying. Some people will run away. Some people will hide themselves in the toilet, right? All this, we've all faced all of this, right? So I would suggest you not to memorize your speech, because if one word you forget, ladies and gentlemen, your speech will fall flat. You will lose your train of thought. So internalize your speech. And what do I mean, internalize your speech? Immerse yourself in the speech. Become one with your speech. And how do you become one with your speech? Now, for example, so we all come across incidents, in our day-to-day lives. Like I'm now in Hubli. Hubli is a city in Karnataka. Okay. And I saw so many incidents in the railway station yesterday. So many different incidents. Now, for example, if two ladies, one fruit seller is fighting with one auto driver, two ladies, all right, are fighting with each other. One is screaming, the other is screaming louder than the other. One is pulling one's hair, one is slapping the other. And then the policewoman came. She's sorting them out. And these people started hitting the policewoman. And the policewoman started blowing the whistle. And then two other policemen came, right? And it was a humorous scene. We've all come across like this day to day. We come across scenes like this, right? We come across some scenes like this on the road or anywhere else, or even in your offices. Two guys are fighting, the boss fell down, some incident would have happened, which would have caught your attention. Now we will go back home and narrate the same incident to our family members, right? To our spouses, our brothers, our girlfriend, boyfriends. We will go and narrate the same incident, right? Won't we go, if something is funny, won't we go home and talk about it? We'll go and talk. Vina, do you go and talk?
Yes, absolutely.
You will go and say, okay, my boss, he deserved it. Yeah, ha, ha. Right? You'll go and say all this. Now, please observe, when you are going and narrating the same incident to your family is like a comfortable setting for you. So you will feel free, right? They're not going to judge you. You're just going to try and convey the essence of what happened. Hey, you know that lady, that fat lady with that red sari, she pulled this lady's hair. So that lady in that green color chudidar hit her. You've got the incident, the structure of the incident right. Then the policewoman came. She separated the two. These two people piled on the policewoman. Then two policemen came. They sorted it out. The structure of the incident you got right? The sequence of the situation. The sequence. Two ladies were fighting, then police came. You've got the structure right. Then you're saying this lady hit her, that lady pulled her. You've got your body language right. And she screamed louder than her. You've got your voice modulation right. Now, how is it you got everything right when you just observed it from a distance?
You are at a comfort level with your
Yeah, one,
family
you're
or your
comfortable
friend.
because it's your family, it's your friend. What is the other reason?
You were attentive towards it.
You were attentive towards it. And also, in addition to what Veena and Durga mentioned, you're also trying to convey the essence, right? You're not going to say at 7:27.003 p.m. this lady with a red sari with yellow flowers. You're not going to do that. You're just going to try and convey the essence of what happened. You've internalized that incident. You've not memorized that incident. You've internalized that incident. And therefore, you don't forget. Right? But the same thing when you have to deliver your speech. Some people have forgotten 2 sentences. One person has forgotten one paragraph. And ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, people forget icebreakers. What are icebreakers? It's about you introducing yourself to the club. How can you forget your own story? How can you forget your own story? That's because you're memorizing, you're not internalizing. Internalize your speeches. You may be found wanting for words. Instead of saying significant, you might say important. You might change a few words here and there, but the essence of what you're conveying is not lost. But when you memorize, you'll be so focused on memorizing that you're going to appear very robotic. So internalize your speech and don't memorize. Do we have any questions? Quickly, we'll just take 1 or 2 if there are questions. No questions.
Is the grammar makes important while presenting?
See, try to ensure that you don't have grammatical mistakes, but it's all right to make mistakes. Yeah, it's all right. Nobody is, going to pull a gun and do anything to you. And I'll tell you, the best of speakers have heavy mother tongue influences. Grammatically, so many mistakes they make. It's the connect that you are able to establish with the audience. Recently, a very celebrated speaker had come to my club, and I couldn't understand what he's saying. But I don't know how he had won such major contests. I couldn't understand. I couldn't follow the accent. But because he was able to cement the connection with the audience, that's why he won. It's about connecting with the audience. Have you seen some people? The CEO would have come and gone. The CEO would have delivered such a nice, such a presentation. It's a perfect presentation. You'll all just sat. And then somebody will come, a mid-level manager. They'll crack a few jokes, put you all at ease, and that is what you'll enjoy. You'll have enjoyed that person more than the CEO's speech. Because they put you at ease. They were able to establish the connect.
So,
The hallmark of a great speaker is to establish connect.
So, Sonal, how do you handle the stage fear?
How do I handle?
Stage fear. Like if you go talk to somebody, before that, if there's a stage fear, how do you handle that?
the only way to learn swimming is to go and swim. Theoretically, you can be an expert, but unless you go and jump in the water, you can never be an expert at swimming. So keep taking to the stage every opportunity. My mentor is a very, very big champion. And he told me this when I just started my Toastmasters journey. He said, go on stage and embarrass yourself. Go on stage and make mistakes. Go on stage and appear like a fool. That's the only way you will grow. Get comfortable on stage. Get yourself acclimatized. Every opportunity that comes your way, grab it. Area contest, division contest. If you're not a contestant, take up roles. Be proactive. Take to stage. And that's the only way you'll conquer it. There's no other way. Yes, Madam President had a question.
Many times, I mean, Sonal, I mean, I'm speaking it out of my experience also. See, our expectation from ourselves is way beyond, you know, and no matter whatever we go and speak on stage, we are not satisfied at times. You know, we feel we can do better. I don't know. And in that pressure, probably we are not able to deliver it very well the way, you know, we can do better. Do you think that makes sense? I mean,
it makes a lot of sense. And I think you can channelize these nerves, these jitters and nerves that you have in a positive direction. It's good, in my opinion, it's good to feel. I'm an extremely optimistic person. You throw me into give me any challenge and I'll find the way out. Because I'm extremely positive. I look for the optimism. I'm an optimist. I look for the brighter side. And I'll tell you what I would have done if I were you, Durga. I think it's a very good problem for you to have because you will never get complacent. After a certain stage, you'll be like, "Arey yaar, enough, no. I'm good. I'm a good speaker. Enough, no, let's leave it." But you have such high expectations of yourself. Forget other people. You are falling short of your own expectations. That means you have a lot of, scope for improvement. Try to see every meeting get better. And it's a good problem to have. If you become complacent, then, they say a flat line is undesirable in two places. One, in the ICU, you'll go, and second, in life. Because if you're not evolving and growing, you're dying. So have high expectations of yourself and try to reach them. That's the only way you'll grow. You'll always, no matter who you are, you're always going to be a student of public speaking. You could go on to become the world champion and you'll still be a student. So have those expectations and try to reach them. Any other questions? Junaid, no question, thumbs up. What is that?
No, I really like that quotation of yours, that flat line. I'm going to use it.
Yeah,
So thumbs up for that.
Okay. And no other questions? All right. So we have
Hey,
no other. Yeah.
Sonal, one question I have. This is not related to verbal communication, but non-verbal communication, right?
Okay.
See, sometimes, it is an Indian thing, right? Like, suppose if you're talking to me or you're delivering a speech or a workshop, if I want to show my acceptance or acknowledgement to what you're saying, I'll nod my head. Either it is like, up and down or sideways, right? But when we are talking to non-Indians, or we talk to clients, right, they don't do such things. So do you think this is acceptable, or is it an Indian thing, or is there a better way to show an acknowledgement to someone who's speaking to you, right? If
So
not
that's
nodding.
thank you, Junaid, for the question. So that shows that there's a lot of research that needs to be done. In some cultures, shaking hands is offensive. All right, so get acclimatized. Like, I don't like it when people ask me, how is your family? It's all right? How's your family doing? But I get offended. I'm like, why do you care about my family? Some people don't like it. Some cultures don't like it. They like to be more professional. Some people need that extra, they're more warm. They're more warm. So get acclimatized to their culture. So if you are having a professional relationship with them, it shows that you need to do research, extensive research, especially if it concerns your work. Because I have a loud voice, and in my communication sphere, people are like, wow, you have such a loud voice. You're so blessed. I belong to a very conservative Gauda family, a Vokkaliga family, and women can't have such loud voices. You'll be like, no, no, lower it, lower it. You know, I'm Indian, but the two parts of India are saying different things about me. So it's not an Indian thing. You just have to get acclimatized to that environment. Do your research. Different strokes for different folks. At the end of the day, we are not here to offend anybody. In Rome, be like a Roman. Right? That's what I would suggest you. So looks like we have no further questions. Do we have any question? One last question, anyone? No questions. Okay, so we don't have any questions. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being such a great audience. Thank you. Thanks to the club and Pramatesh and Durga and the executive committee for giving me an opportunity. Master Tulika.
Thank you so much. And let's give a big round of applause for our Toastmaster Sonal Shailendra for such a beautiful workshop and giving insights on their various things that we should work on. Though we are a good speaker or we may be not, but still we need to focus on the points that she had stated here. So along with this, today it's a beautiful day. We know that every day is a beautiful day. We should always think while we wake up in the morning, we should always think that yes, today is a beautiful day and we are so blessed that yes, today we are alive. So here, as we see, time goes on. Time never stays back for you. So we would like to have a game. As we can see that there are a lot of guests here, so today we have a very interesting game. I would like to say something about the game, though I do not know more about it. So guys, have you heard about Dr. Arthur Aaron's 36 questions that he designed in 1995? Anyone? Do you have any idea of it? I can see
No.
no of hands, and people are on mute, and videos are even also mute. I would request everyone to
No
just
idea, Tulika.
video. Okay, fine. So here we have a person who is going to brief us and start the game with us. Let's see. And please welcome our VP Education Toastmaster Pramathesh. He is going to elaborate on this particular game. So let's have some fun. The podium is all yours, Toastmaster Pramathesh. Over to you.
Thank you, Tulika. So what is this quiz about by Dr. Arthur Aaron? It is a quiz that Dr. Arthur Aaron, who is a psychologist, designed, and he claims that if two persons take this quiz together and both answer all the 36 questions honestly, they will fall in love with each other. Isn't it funny? Most people don't believe it, but there are many people who have tried it, and most of them even fell in love with it. That's why when you search for this quiz in Google, you will find that most of them believe in this quiz. This quiz is very much similar to the table topics in our Toastmasters. So what is table topics? Please switch on your video before I start. All of you, please switch on your video. A table topics is a speech in which you have to speak in an extempore way, and you have to speak for at least 1 minute and for a maximum of 2 minutes, and you can go on to till 2 minutes 30 seconds. That is 30 seconds grace is given to you. So, am I clear with the idea about the table topics to the guests? You have to speak for at least 1 minute, and you will get the uh, up to 2 minutes. And as a timer, I will show you the green card like this. At 1 minute, is my green card visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
A yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. So when you see the yellow card, you have to start uh, wrapping up your speech, and you have to finish before the red card is shown. And after you speech, you get a maximum of 30 seconds to conclude.
So is it
So
clear to all the joiners who are joining the meeting for the first time? So this
Yes, 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 yes.
it is
please.
clear, correct? I
Yeah,
mean, you will
yeah.
be given a topic by Pramatesh, and you will have to speak on that topic minimum for 1 minute, and maximum you can go for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, clear? And you have to speak in an try to speak in an impactful way, if possible, because we've just learned it from Sonal. And enjoy the game. Come on, don't stress. Pramatesh looks like has very good topics for all of us, and I would want all the first time joiners to take up this. This is incredibly important session, because suddenly if you are on lift and you meet the chairman of your company, you meet Prime Minister of India, you want to make an impact, right? You will not get 1 hour to make that impact. You just get 2 minutes. Yeah. So take it up and just go for it. Over to you, time, Pramatesh.
thank you, Durga. These questions, although seems like to be very personal, but they are not personal. They are very easy questions. They're It's only after answering those 36 questions that people can actually fall in love. So no need to worry that any one of us will fall in love by just answering her. But just by answering one question, we might get interested to listen to more about from you. Is it clear? So I would request one volunteer from the Toastmasters community, so that they can give an example of how a topic speech is conducted.
Veena, do you want to go?
You can
Yes.
see a raise of hand from Subbarao and Veena. So I am calling Veena first.
Okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Veena. Given the choice of anyone in the world, who would you like to have a dinner with that person? Anyone in the world. Given a choice of anyone in the world, who would like to go to dinner with you, Toastmaster Vinapati?
Given a choice to have dinner with, I would like to go have a dinner with the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi. Reason being is I see the rich are getting rich day by day, and the poor are getting poor day by day. So, and I don't see majorly the youth coming up in the elections. So, what I want to why I want to have a dinner with him is to have the Indian community or the youth like us to go interact with him, let him know like what we are facing, what the youth is facing, or what the farmers are facing. make him realize about it. He's done many good things, but those things have not impacted the public in a better way. Reason being is, as I said earlier also, only the richers are getting rich and the poorers are getting poorer and poorer. And the tax givers, who is the youth, are slogging. So to make him realize about that myth, that whatever he is planning for the country, it's not helping the country out. I want to have a dinner with him. So that's all I would like to say. What do you feel, the table topic master, about this?
Thank you. And I wish that someday you get the chance to speak to Prime Minister Modi.
I surely wish that.
I will tweet on behalf of you, Veena.
You're meeting him?
Okay,
I was
next
just
speaker.
wondering because I heard Modi ji eats only salads.
I can have salad with him. I love salad.
Okay, there we go. Let's move on to our next speaker, that is Toastmaster Subbarao. Toastmaster Subbarao. Would you like to be famous and how?
In my childhood, I always think I want to be famous so that I will be recognized by the ear and ears. The respect you will get, and the moment you have for the interaction, the way they give respect, and the moment you fail, I saw very closely there is a big difference between the failures and the success people. Of course, it's my journey started with a failure. So the people interact with me, including my relatives, my friends. The moment I fail, hey, he's coming. Don't be. And also they laugh at me. It makes me so embarrassing. The moment I realized this is not the case, I don't want to be. So next, after a couple of years, I became the good grades, as well as the went to the different location, completed my degree, and in fact, in my family, I'm the first person to get a job holder. So after that, I saw a tremendous way of speaking and the response what I received from my family, that they give the response. So that is the reason I always want to be a famous, or like want to be a recognized person in the society, to the personal life as well as the professional life. And in fact, today my friends, whenever we meet each other, so they called me for one of the invitation to the school children. So dear children, I gave one small presentation that don't be afraid of the failures, because I'm the example. So where I came from and where I am now, it's a huge difference. But the choice is yours. You want to be in a famous or you want to be failure. So this is my story. What do you think about those tabletop master? Ramitesh, I think you're in mute. We can't hear anything.
Thank you. You are always so calm, and you're very clear about what you are going to say. So, guest Himashri, would you like to try the next topic?
Yes, I would like to try, but before that, I would like to talk to you all something. Actually, I want to convey my thing. Like, actually, I am very new in this field. Like, it's all about communication, whether it's all about communication or speaking English, because I have started my journey of English just 2 years back, and now I'm speaking like this. So I don't know whether I'm speaking right or wrong, but I try to speak. Maybe I'm not that much, imaginative person, but still I try to deliver my things. And yes, I will try. Okay, whatever it comes to me. Yeah, yeah, you can give me the
Yeah,
topic.
please don't worry about this.
Yeah,
Toastmaster is a place where we come to fail only, because this is the best place to fail, and
yes,
here we learn by failing only. Just
exactly.
like Toastmaster Sonal just said in her session.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So your topic is, what would constitute a perfect day for you?
Perfect. Come again.
Yes, Hemashri, what would constitute a perfect day for you?
Perfect day for me. I would say every day is perfect day for me. I always try to make it beautiful every day. Okay, because I have always, I always try to plan my day. And as per my schedule, my days are going on and I'm feeling and I'm feeling, I always feel energized whenever I start my day, actually, and it's not only Monday, sometimes people say that Monday is the mundane day, but it's not. Okay, for me, Monday is an energetic day and I feel very happy whatever it is, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, and every day is I'm happy. And next thing, and now I'm becoming a communicator. Okay, so this is my first, like first priority in my life, that every day I always strive to become something new, because we can't be the expert of something in one day. So I feel that every day is important to us to learn something new, to give something new to people. Yes. So that is from my side. So every day is important to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a
Yes.
very good message, and yes, every day is important for us. And
Yes.
if we try to improve ourselves every day,
Yes.
then only we can find success. That's little part of our life.
Exactly.
Thank you
Yes.
for the
Yes. Thank you very
great
much for
message.
this opportunity. Thank you.
To- Toastmasters, would you like to take a topic?
Yes. Prathamesh,
Yeah.
Pramatesh, sorry, is it for me you're saying?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, please.
When did you last sing for yourself? Toastmaster Junaid? Toastmaster Junaid, when did you last sing for yourself?
Sing. When did I last sing for myself? Okay. Uh, so I think I sing every day, right? So whenever I feel a little low and I am not in a very good state of mind, we all go through ups and downs in our life, right? Life is not a bed of roses. Certain days you feel happy, certain days you feel sad. But I think the sweetest songs are those which reminds you of your brightest days, right? So I think singing is a therapy, and it happened always with me, right? Whenever I am low, I sing songs from Kishore Kumar, Muhammad Rafi. I'm a big fan of those two singers. They were legend in their own area and arena, and it gives me great.
You are on mute.
I think I was on mute. I guess I was on mute. So I'll just start again. So Pramatesh, I think you are on mute. Can you repeat the
You are on mute for just 1 second.
yeah, go ahead.
You can go ahead with the speech.
Yeah, yeah. So I was saying that listen to these two singers. They bring in a lot of positivity in my life, and whenever I'm low, I listen to them, and I'm happy that I listen to them. Whenever there is anything that is there to pull me down. So I think singing is the best therapy. We should all sing, and we can be bathroom singers, we can be good singers, we can be bad singers. But the best part is whenever we sing, are we singing it to our hearts, right? And if we are singing it from our hearts, I think it will help us to try to allay our fears and concerns and make us move ahead. So I think we should all sing, whenever we feel low. That is my advice to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. We actually sing a lot because Bollywood makes us sing every day. Isn't it right? So, who would like to volunteer for the next topic?
Anand here.
Hi, Anand. How are you?
Fine.
Anand, do you ever rehearse before calling your friend? Or do you ever rehearse before calling your friend? Anand, over to you.
Do ever reverse. So I'm just repeating the topic. Do ever reverse before calling
Do
your
you
friends?
ever rehearse before speaking to a
Rehearse.
friend phone?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Thank you for the topic. Yeah. Thank you for the topic, Pramadesh. Friends are the persons where we don't need to rehearse before calling them. Just if you are feel like to talk with any one of them, just have a talk, pick up the phone and call over them. For calling, just we need to have communication. So there should be a proper communication so that we will be in touch with each others. Communication is key for the progress and success and keeping the in the relationships. That's all from my end, sir.
Thank you, Anand. Yes, we don't need to rehearse before calling someone, but it helps if you rehearse before calling. Sometimes you have to keep your call short, so you have to keep your call short. Unless you are going to speak to your girlfriend with whom you can speak a whole night. So then you don't need to rehearse. Otherwise, it's better to rehearse when you're speaking to someone.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Vivek, would you like to take the next topic?
Okay, I will try.
Do you have a secret hunch that what will happen tomorrow?
Do you have a secret for?
Secret hunch, say like sixth sense kind of thing. Do you have a secret hunch that what will happen tomorrow? I can change the topic if you want.
Yeah, guests get the benefit of change of one topic. Vivek, go for it. If you
Should I change the
Sometimes,
topic?
yes.
If you have a uh, if you just wake up tomorrow that you can be anyone in this world, who would you like to be?
Uh, I like myself, so I will not think to change. Uh, but sometimes, yeah, I like to improve my personality, and I am proud of myself, the work I do, and I like to see myself uh, every day with the positivity, so I can be helpful, and Yeah, I can add some creativity. Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It happened to us also when we first started speaking in Toastmasters. So it happens with all of us. And I have been in Toastmasters for almost 5 years, and it happens to me even now. So it is perfectly all right if sometimes you don't be able to speak. Okay,
Uh,
are you feeling good?
yeah, good.
Toastmaster Sonal Shailendra, would you like to take a topic? Okay, we have seen Durga Man raised her hand. If you could change something in your life, what would you like to change? If you could change something in your life, what would you like to change?
If I could change something in my life, I would change my age. I don't like to be old. Is there anybody who wants to be old? None of us, right? I would definitely like to come down by 20 years. Wear all those pretty dresses, drive nice fancy cars, you know, do different haircuts, not worry about the family, not worry about the career. Simply sit, roam out with my friends, go on dinner dates, date boys, 20 years, at least 20 years, Pramadesh. Date different guys. I have already figured out what is it I don't want to be in my prospective husband. I hope my husband has not figured that out with me. So I will have that in my checklist. I have already prepared my checklist, because I believe in miracles, you never know. So if I have to change something in my life, I would come down at least by 20 years. 20 years is what I would like to change. Secondly is with that 20 years lesson down, I will already start yoga so that I also look pretty in that age. I will just enjoy myself. Be on Tinder and Instagram and Facebook and post all those pretty pictures with my friends and so-called boyfriends. What would you do, table topping master of the day?
Well, you can still do that. You are still very beautiful, and you can still start doing yoga. Yeah, you are probably the youngest person in this club.
Thank you. That is a sweet compliment. All ladies would like to hear that. Thank you.
Sarvesh Maurya, would you like to take one topic?
Yes, hi Pramitesh ji. Yeah, good evening. So I'm also new I'm attending this call for the first time. So it would be a great. I mean, I would like to take. Yeah.
Sarvesh Maurya, what in your life do you feel grateful about? What do you feel? What in your life do you feel grateful about, Sarvesh Maurya?
So yeah. So this is a nice question. Actually, so we are grateful for everything. So we have got a human life first of all. Then so not everyone getting the human life. So this is a first thing. Then another thing in day to day life, we are getting we are improving ourselves in terms of skills and in terms of we are getting knowledge. We are I mean we are helping other organics also. I mean, rather than human beings. So we are the main who are changing and bringing something, I mean, new for them also. So I'm grateful that human, as a human, so human being has a I mean, they can develop, they can create, they can uh, uh, in terms of technology, they can bring something new which will help to the society and to the world. And I mean, so we are going. So this is the important. So I'm very grateful for. Thank you.
Thank you. That's fine. Yeah. That was a great take. And yes, we should be grateful that we were born as humans and we are constantly learning new things. And if we just consider the last 20 years only, we have seen tremendous uh, progress in our life. Just take uh, the example of the science fiction that we used to watch around 2000s. Today, it's all reality. So, yes, we should be grateful that uh, we were born as human and in this great period. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, would anyone like to take one last topic? Singh, would you like to take one topic? Pratik Singh? Would anyone like to take up one last topic? Okay, then let us end this session. I hope you enjoyed this small little game where you were able to discover yourself about what you could say before but you did not know that you had this kind of story within you. I hope this session helped you. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Tulika Pramani.
Wow, such a beautiful game it was, isn't it, guys? It was so nice. Please give
Wonderful.
a
Yes.
huge,
Yes.
huge round of applause for our table topic master. And along with that, he's a timer for today also. So congratulations for the both role. You have really made it. You nailed it, actually, I would say that. So I think that all the guests present here today, they have enjoyed this particular game and the workshop that Toastmaster Sonal had given. Along with this, we are not running out of that time, but still I would like to uh, give the podium to our president, Toastmaster Durga Mani. The podium is all yours. Thank you.
So much. Thank you. Let us keep it rolling for our wonderful and beautiful Toastmaster Tulika. Thank you so much, Tulika. Wow, what a session it was. Energizing, definitely. Sonal really taught us about real essentials of communications. And see, no matter, and she said it herself, right? I mean, we are so lucky that such an eminent personality coming and telling us the basics of communication. She had no PowerPoint, but she spoke so convincingly, and each one of us I was observing were making notes. I have my notes. I've been in this industry for more than 20 years. Still, I feel I need to work on communication, and all of us totally need to work on communications. And all of those were so incredibly important points know the pulse of the audience, prepare. How should you start? What should be your body of speech be like? And it is so applicable in our day-to-day world also, correct? And how impactful should the ending be? I think it was an immense learning for all of us, and we should try and use this throughout our life, I think. And we'll invite Toastmaster Sonal once again. Sometimes we would request her to come again and coach us better, even better, maybe the second workshop from her. Apart from Sonal, whom I'm really thankful to, I'm extremely thankful to all the new joinees, all the beautiful faces which energized us. So just wanted to take feedback from each one of you. How did you feel about today's session? Can we start with Himashri?
Yes, ma'am, it was a wonderful session, I would say. Like, I could know about like that V3 process that she told about, and so many things, because I'm teaching so many students right now. So I will put these things to them, what should be the voice modulation, how to be delivered a speech. So it's very important to me also because I'm learning every day. And today it was my best day in my life, I would say, because Pramathesh he was letting me know about these sessions. You can join. But some of my circumstances was there, so I couldn't attend these sessions. But today, yes, I could make it out, and it was, I'm delighted to be here with you all, guys. Thank you very much. It was a
Thank you
wonderful
so much.
session. Yes,
Thank you so much,
and
Himashri.
especially thanks to Sonal. Yes, thank you
Of
very much.
course, yeah.
Yes,
And thank
and
you
all
so
of
much for being
yes,
part of our meeting. It was really a pleasure to have you. So do
thank
visit
you.
us. We meet every Sunday, 6:30 to 8:30.
Exactly,
Uh,
sure.
yeah, and a typical Toastmasters meeting is like the first section is the prepared speech. Second is the table topic, same like what Toastmaster Pramathesh do. And the last one is the evaluation, wherein renowned Toastmasters or some senior Toastmasters will
Yes,
evaluate the entire speech. It is never criticism. Toastmaster is all about enhancement. That's the beauty of Toastmasters, right?
yes,
So
exactly.
do attend our regular
Yes,
meetings.
exactly.
Will be yeah,
Yeah,
pleasure to
sure.
have you.
Actually, Durga ma'am, what happens? Like, I'm giving so many workshops to people because I'm attending. I'm having my own classes. So thing is that I barely get chance to go out because I'm working from home.
Correct.
So Sunday is my
Correct.
only day. Then I can go out with my children and my husband. So
I
that is the
totally
thing.
get it. Yeah.
Yes. So that's why I couldn't make it out to be here. But yeah, but I today, I tried. Yesterday I was thinking that it was in my mind. Definitely, I should go with this. Yes. Thank you very
Okay.
much for
Thanks.
this opportunity. Yes. Thank you.
Sure. May I come to Vivek, our potential Toastmaster? So, Vivek, what feedback do you have for our meeting today?
Yeah, it was very nice, and I learned basic things from Sonal, and it was nice to be part with this master meeting. I enjoyed this table topic, and I will like to continue this to learn.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Vivek. It was pleasure having you. And do join our meetings on Sunday, 6:30 to 8:30. We meet remotely. And
Awesome.
we all are pharmacists here. Most of us are pharmacists here. So it would be a club for you. Okay. So, Sarvesh, can I come to you? What is your feedback for the meeting?
I mean, it was an excellent session. Sonal just gave the excellent session on the speakers. So, I mean, how the speaker should be confident, how they have to give, I mean, in good way, and how we have to empower. So, it was an excellent session. So, one
Thanks.
thing I would say, yeah. So, one thing
Yeah,
I
go
would
ahead.
say, we should never stop learning. So, if we are getting anything from anywhere, we always try to get from anywhere we are getting. So if you are getting small and small points, so that would help and it will empower.
Excellent. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Sarvesh. It was pleasure
Thank
having you. Thank you so much.
thank
Junaid, Toastmaster Junaid.
Yeah, so I think I had a great time today. I was sitting idle on a Sunday. I had nothing to do, and one of my friend told me that there is a club called Unicorn, and they have this session every Sunday, right? So I thought I'll join. but there's a lot of takeaways, I must say, President ma'am. That one is, of course, Sonal's session. It was very enchanting, and I think I took a lot of takeaways from them. Plus, I think Pramatesh, right? I got to learn about this Arthur 36 questions. I was not aware of this, and I definitely am going to use it today with my wife, so that we can rekindle the love again. If there are things like that, right? So I think kudos to Pramatesh for coming up with such a concept. And I really like the session, and I'm hopeful I'll come back again and again whenever I get time to your club for such sessions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Junaid. It means a lot to us. And we have Pramatesh, who's extremely creative. Every time he comes up with something new, and we are thoroughly enjoying he being our VP, education. We all are learning with him. Thank you so much. And every Sunday we meet 6:30 to 8:30. You're welcome almost every day, every Sunday. Thank you. May I come to Anand? Anand, any feedback
Hello.
for us?
Hello, everyone. It was a great session, ma'am. I have learned many things from Sonal. Also, the game which was played by the Pramathesh was a great. It will help me in my upcoming visits and upcoming meetings also. Thank you once again to all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anand. Thank you for making it for the meeting today. Pratik, are you there? Pratik? Not able to. Sonal, are you there? Toastmaster Sonal? Toastmaster Sonal? Pratik? Looks like there's some issue there. So with that note, I think we've had a brilliant meeting. Thank you again, Pramatesh, for arranging such a wonderful meeting. Excellently hosted meeting, Toastmaster Tamalika. We've had all of us enjoyed this meeting because I know what goes in the preparation of this meeting. The way you coordinated with Toastmaster Sonal, the way Pramatesh managed everything, it was excellent, and it was immense learning for all of us. So thank you so much once again. We can now sign off from this meeting. Pramatesh, we have any message for the team?
Yes, for those who are guests, I just want to say that do join in us as a member, and once you become a member of the Toastmasters fraternity, if you are not free on Sundays sometime, you can also join other Toastmasters club meeting, just like you have seen the Toastmaster Junaid attending our club's meeting. So there are many clubs who have their meetings online, and their meetings clubs who have meetings physically. So you can join those clubs meetings as well to proceed in your learning journey. So do join us as a member. And there is one more announcement that the fees of Toastmasters will be increasing from next month. So I want all of you to join before July 31st only, so that you can join in the meeting in the present fee structure only. So today is already 23rd, so do join us, and you can contact one of our club members. I invited Himashri. She can contact me, or those who were invited by Durga, they can contact the Durga. Or I will also share my number with you in the chat. You can directly contact me also. So, and I will try to have similar educational session once in a month. So I, I want all of you to join and have a wonderful learning journey. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Pramatesh. With
Wonderful.
that, we can sign off. Thank you once
Yeah.
again, everyone. If people can come on video, I can take one snap, whoever remains. Excellent.